Before you copy a single trader on Alertsify, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Most people start copy trading the wrong way. They see the biggest return and assume that means this trader is the best option, then build their entire account around that trader. That's how people end up taking way more risk than they should, and eventually end up blowing up their account. You might have even done this before. It's the exact same scenario that's burned you in signals groups and discords. You end up chasing what's winning right now, you FOMO into trades, and go all in while hoping you end up green. But before you copy a single trade, you need an actual plan. So before you start using Alertsify, give me 10 minutes and I'll show you exactly how to evaluate which traders are worth following, how to size your positions, and how to set risk limits that keep one bad trade or one bad trader from wrecking your account. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use Alertsify the right way. Before you choose which traders to follow, here's how Alertsify works. You connect a supported brokerage account, choose which traders you want to follow, and decide how their trades should be sized inside your account. When one of those traders enters or exits a position, Alertsify automatically copies that trade based on the allocation and risk limits you set. Alertsify handles the execution, but you still control who gets copied, how much capital they receive, and how much risk any trade can create. Now let's start with the first decision you'll make inside Alertsify: who to copy. We'll open the leaderboard and sort by highest return, because that's where most people start. What most people don't consider is that the traders at the top may have the biggest return while taking far more risk than you would personally be comfortable with. That number only tells you what they made. It doesn't tell you how they made it. So let's click into the profile and look deeper. What is their drawdown? What strategy are they running? Do they take 2 trades a day or 20? How large are their positions? How many trades are actually behind that return? And how long has the performance been sustained? Those are the things you really need to be evaluating. Someone can show an incredible return while also carrying a drawdown that would be extremely uncomfortable for most people to sit through without panicking and making a bad decision. So this is the first thing you need to understand about the leaderboard. It ranks performance. Alertsify gives you the data, but it's still your responsibility to build the right strategy around it. That means deciding who you're going to copy, how much capital each trader receives, how much risk you're willing to accept, and what you actually want the account to accomplish before you start risking your capital. Once you've found a few traders you're comfortable with, the next decision is how much of your account each one should control. This is where people make the second major mistake. They find one trader they like and give them almost everything. That might feel simple, but now your entire account depends on one person and one strategy. And the reality of trading is that one bad stretch could destroy your account. A better way to approach it is to spread your capital across several traders who trade differently. And that last part matters. Following 3 different traders does not automatically mean you're diversified. If all 3 of them trade the same tickers, use the same strategy, or enter the same positions, you'd still be making one large bet without realizing it. So when you compare traders, look at more than their names and returns. Look at what tickers they trade, what strategies they use, how frequently they trade, their typical position sizes, and whether their trades overlap. The goal is to build a group of traders that do not all win and lose at the same time. Then decide how much capital each trader receives before you activate anything. You do not need to allocate the entire account immediately. You can start with smaller allocations, see how each strategy behaves in your own account, and increase them over time if the results match what you expected. The point is not to find one perfect trader. The point is to avoid letting one trader or one strategy determine the outcome of your entire account. So, trader allocation determines how much of your account each trader controls. Position sizing determines how much risk each individual trade can create. Those are not the same thing. Even if you only allocate part of your account to a trader, you still need to understand how Alertsify translates that allocation into actual trade size. Before copying anyone, check the size of their normal positions. Are they risking a small percentage of their account on each trade, or are they taking large positions that create major swings? Then decide what a normal trade should look like inside your own account. You should know, before the first trade, the maximum amount you are willing to put into one position, the maximum percentage of your account one trade can affect, which by the way is ideally no more than 5%. Whether you want every trader sized equally, and whether higher risk traders should receive smaller positions. The trader's account and your account are not identical. They may have more capital, a higher tolerance for drawdown, or a completely different goal. Copying the trader does not mean you need to copy their risk exactly. Your position sizing should be based on what your account can realistically handle, not whatever happens to be sent through the alert. This is the part that turns Alertsify from a trade copying tool into an actual system. Before you enable auto execution, decide where the system has to stop. You want limits in place for maximum position size, maximum daily loss, maximum number of open trades, maximum total capital deployed, and what happens after several losses in a row. These settings matter because automation does exactly what you tell it to do. Set the limits while you are calm, before money is moving and before emotion gets involved. The setup I would avoid is turning on auto execution with everything left on default. That's not really a risk plan, it's just automation without boundaries. Your risk settings are the boundaries. Now I know that's a lot to decide before copying your first trade, so I created a free Alertsify setup guide and playbook for you. It's going to help you build a plan before you put real money at risk, so you're not guessing who to follow, how much to allocate, or what to do the first time your account hits a drawdown. Use it while you set up your account so you're set up for success. If you want to check it out, the link is pinned in the comments below. Once your plan is set, then you're ready to start the free trial. Again, don't immediately connect an account. Choose the first trader that looks good and turn on auto execution. Use the trial to test your plan against the real profiles. Build a shortlist, compare their performance, and check whether their positions overlap. Then choose your allocations and risk limits on paper before copying anything. When you do begin, start small. Watch how those trades behave inside your own account before increasing the amount you're risking. The trial should validate your plan, not become the place where you try to put up big numbers with real money. Alertsify can automate the execution, but it can't build the strategy for you. You still have to make the decisions that actually determine whether this works long-term. Who you follow, how much risk you take, how you allocate capital, and how you'll respond when the inevitable drawdowns happen. That's the difference between blindly copying trades and running a copy trading account like an investor. Alertsify gives you the tools, it gives you the data, it gives you the transparency, but it's still your responsibility to build a plan that fits your account, your risk tolerance, and your goals. That's exactly why I created the free Alertsify setup guide. It's designed to help you avoid the mistakes most new users make and start with a framework you can actually stick with when the market gets volatile. Don't pick a trader and then try to build a plan around them afterward. Build the plan first, evaluate the traders second, and copy last. You can grab the free setup guide in the pinned comment below.